Okay, this is part 2 of the girlfriend wife tag. He was about to go in on my whole transformation, so go ahead and go in, babe. You got the spotlight.
I'm gonna try to make it quick, so I don't have to.
You got 15 minutes, but don't use the whole 15 minutes.
Basically, I wish people could really see the actual progress instead of what she allows y'all to see and what she allows y'all to hear. She speaks on it basically in a general sense as much as she can, but I wish y'all could see from what I've experienced, what I get to see now, just the progress. It's like it's mind blowing. It makes you want to go or to continue to go that hard for her. If I could sum it up, it would be simply a brand new person. But that person is such a great person now. It's a brand new good person. That would be me summing it up. It's like a whole different woman. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just things about her that needed fine tuning, tweaking. Some minor stuff, some big stuff, but she wasn't completely like, just a bad person in general. It's just, different views, standards, stuff like that. So, like the person she was before, I was able to fall in love with that person. Yet and still hope that she would be able to see the potential, because I had already seen it. But yeah, in a nutshell, it's like a brand new person that I knew like in a different lifetime. Because I know her, but it's still a brand new person. So, yeah.
So, does it have a lot to do with self-worth, self-love, and self-respect?
That's what I was kind of touching on, but I didn't know if you wanted me to go into that. But when I said views, standards, stuff like that, yeah, she's able to see, or she was able to see how she viewed certain things, and she didn't want that for herself, which would reflect whatever she's in, like in life, period, relationship, kids, whatever. So when she was able to see how she was viewing things, and then want way, way, way more, like just want better for herself, she was able to focus in on it and just focus on what she needed to do to change. And I must say, it really has been a change. But whatever it was in her life, that like this time, that point came to where it was life changing for her, not just for this situation. It's just fortunate that I am her situation. It's fortunate for me because I get to reap the benefits. All the things that she tells y'all that she does and all that, it's like real walkie-talkie, yo. It's like for real, for real. And it's the very beginning. She's able to see more and more now. Every day that goes by, it just gets better and better. So I get to kick back, and not kick back, but I get to reap the benefits that come with her being this phenomenal woman. So goody!
You're stupid, yo. Rub it in, why don't you?
Nah, but for real, it's
basically, if you can write out what you want your perfect woman to look like, act like, smell like, any of that, he basically got that.
Yo, I want to talk about the time I was talking to somebody on the phone, and they asked me what my
Yeah, so he was talking to this girl named Jamie a long, long time ago. Lay down. She's not gonna come hunt you down and kill you. I got your back, boo.
No, I'm not. Really.
So a long time ago, he was talking to this girl named JB, right?
Man, let me do this.
Go
Can I
ahead.
do it? Before I met Montana, I was talking to this girl on the phone that I had never seen. We met through
Social networking site.
Yeah, social networking site. And we were just chopping it up one day. And she asked me if I could like paint, draw, or just describe my ideal woman. What would she look like? And this is honest to God truth. I told her to Google Montana. I told her to Google Montana's name. And she did it, and she was like, whoa. She's like, oh, okay. So that's before I met her. That was the first episode. The second episode was, it was in the studio, me and my friends. We were in the studio.
Him and the homies.
Yeah, the homies. We was in the studio, and I was checking my Twitter, and then Montana came up. I said something, and one of my dudes was like, she be out like, you should be able to catch her around like in Atlanta. So, and I had just moved to Atlanta. He was like, you should be able to catch her out because she'll tweet about it. And I said, mark my words. I said, if I see Montana out in public, it's a wrap. I told everybody that. They know what I meant. And they were like, everybody blew me off and yeah, whatever, and blah, blah, this. Just so happened, a few of my dudes had flew in from out of town and we went bowling.
Lo and behold, Montana tweets.
I'm at
Midtown
Midtown Bowling
with my manager and some homegirls or whatever. Lo and behold, look who tweets back. Oh, I'm over here on lane such and such.
12.
Won't you come speak? Lo and behold, Montana's smart mouth behind was like, you better come over here. I ain't walking over there.
Right.
And you better speak. And that's how we met.
So I was in the process of throwing another strike because we get down in the bowling.
He be bowling.
I was in the process of about to bowl, and she said that, and I dropped it. Mark my word, yo. You can ask one of my dudes who was there with me. But I dropped the bowling ball right there on the hardwood floor. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just walked off. Walked up on this, like, she looked like an Amazon.
I think I'll say that word.
She looked like an Amazon. She stood up, big hair popping, and then like, yeah, that was great. It was
It's so funny. And it's funny because you look at these girls in the magazines and, you know, on the videos, the music videos and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, I would love to, like, bang that girl or whatever, but I'd be like, she's so pretty, I bet she got an attitude, or she probably can't cook, or whatever. And then he meets his quote-unquote ideal girl. And yeah, I was that girl. I was a monster. I was terrible, pretty for nothing, cute for nothing.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, I did have some good qualities back in the day.
You did.
But imagine having that chick out the magazine or that chick out the music video and having such great qualities that you marry that person.
That's crazy, y'all.
It's like, if I could be the perfect girl in a perfect world, I'd be perfect with it. But still not perfect, trying to strive for perfection. But I got the 80 out the 80-20.
Listen, when I
cut the camera, sorry. When you walked up on me.
Oh yeah, when I walked up on you, you was sitting down facing that way. And then you got up and you turned around. And I was just looking at you like, man, is this really for real? Because my preference, I haven't been able, like, it's it's like fine, thick girl. You don't get that a dime a dozen, but it's a certain type of thick I like. It's a certain type of fine I like. It's a certain type of shape I like. And I hadn't seen it out yet. And like, of course, I've seen pictures of her and stuff like that. But you know, with what's going on now, it's like Photoshop and blah blah this. But to walk up on your exact preference and how it was, she really, really looked like a. You really looked like an Amazon, like something made up. It was like her makeup was popping, and then get this, I didn't know it at the time, but the dudes that was around the table, like they had nothing to do with her. I think they were like your manager's friends or something like that. But I personally walked up on like imagine this real fine girl. You know, she got somebody tagging along. It was like 4 or 5 dudes, and I was just like so focused on what I wanted to do. I just walked up on it, tuned everybody out, and I was just like, I was zoned out, yo. Like I had walked up on my preference, and we was sitting there. I asked you a couple questions, and she was trying to. I really feel like she was trying to play hard to get, but I knew
not.
I felt like she was playing hard to get, but I knew as soon as I walked off, I was like, she gonna try to holler, but in a reasonable manner. Like she didn't want to put herself out there.
I didn't want to look thirsty. He trying to say, but I wasn't trying to play hard to get from the jump.
Well, it didn't seem like when I walked up on you.
I wasn't expecting to be like, oh, you cute. I think I want to holler at you. It was just like, come speak, and then you came, and I was like. You kind of caught me off guard how bad you was. I was just like, so it was just like.
Yeah, she was kind of shy.
Because listen, he would tweet me. I never followed him or whatever. Like he would just tweet me and I would just respond like I would respond to anybody just being nice. And his picture did him no justice, basically, was what it was. So when I seen this boy in person, I was just like.
You told me my picture didn't do me no justice.
It did not. Like, let's just say the picture he has up now, he's laying in my bed, and I was a photographer, and he's super cute in the picture. Like,
well, anyway, back to her. I'm trying to explain to y'all what was going through my mind when she first stood up. You know what I told you? I said, get over here and give me a hug.
Did I hug you?
Yeah. See, there go that. That's what I be talking about. That's what it was when we first met. It was like, I guess like that. But no, I asked you. I said, "Can I have a hug?" And you was trying to act innocent and stuff. You was like, and I hugged you, and then we kind of started chopping it up. Then I go back to bowling, and she has to go to the bathroom, and she brings her bodyguard.
Because I didn't want you to say anything to me.
That's funny.
That's all.
You didn't want me to say nothing to you?
I don't know why. I didn't want none of your friends to say nothing to me. So I was just like, come walk me to the bathroom so they don't say nothing. I don't want to be bothered right now. I'll deal with him later.
Wow.
And I dealt with him later. I sent him a DM direct message. I shouted. Hey, check it out right now. Send them bitches over this way, shouted.
She lied.
Okay, maybe I did, but I did send him a DM after he tweeted me and tried to figure out where I was going after the bowling alley.
I tried to figure out where you were going?
Okay, maybe I was trying to figure out where you were going after the bowling alley. But he was going the other way, so I was like, oh, I guess we'll meet another day, whatever.
And I told all my homeboys what was going to happen, and it panned out exactly that way.